Good morning, good morning. This is, muted. All right, unmute. Okay, perfect. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is the 28th April here today, and man, I think pound yen hasn't really moved here at all. We've still been ranging here. Let's make sure all our systems are running here. People coming in slowly, beautiful. Very nice. We got the Zoom coming up. We got the Gulag also coming up. Oh, this is first time here in the morning. Nice. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's take a look at pound yen over here. We've just been ranging here. Very, very, very dirty range here. So what we're going to do is we will do some fresh analysis on pound yen and we shall see what's going on over here. So we're going to remove all analysis here, obviously. And now we're going to start with the daily time frame. And daily hasn't really moved anywhere, right? Like yesterday we looked at daily and we're like, okay, you know what? This is a really, really strong resistance. So we got to figure out whether price is going to continue moving bullish or will it reject this area to come down. But so far we're just in the middle over here. We're just as where we started, right? So far nothing has happened. So looking on the 4-hour time frame, we're consolidating. So we have a support down at 151, almost 151. We have sort of like a resistance at 151, 280, which we're gonna kind of like make it much more cleaner on the smaller time frame, right? So going to the 1-hour time frame, yeah, perfect. We got the resistance right there. So we're in a range here. Let's measure this range. This is like a 24 pip range, very small range. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. Now on the 30-minute, yeah, it's a pretty small range over here. So, I mean, we'd want to wait. I'd want to wait over here. So we got a support down over here, right? So this is a support we're looking at, 159.80, because like if price comes down, right? If price comes down, it has this minor support at this point, and if we break that support, our next support is like 10 pips away, right? And then all of a sudden we have a support at 159.80. So it's going to be important to wait for price to come down to the bottom support. So if I'm looking for some sort of an opportunity to execute a trade, I'm basically looking for price to break below 159.80 so that we can have some sort of a confirmation for price to come down towards 150.700. And it's going to be like a 20 pip range, 28 pip range right here. So this is going to be sort of like a no trade zone today here for me. No trade zone. Right here. And then obviously if you're looking for buys, I think buys are going to be pretty good about 151, 270. So let's do this here. Potential sells below 150. Let's do 159.50. $159.50, and if I'm looking for buys, I think buys are going to be good about 152.70. But now when we're looking to the left-hand side, I think these are the same ranges we had from yesterday in the Asian session. We may continue up towards, 150, 400, 420. I think we did tap into that area. Almost we did, but we haven't really broken above that area. So, yeah, I guess right now we just got to wait. It's going to be a waiting day here today. Potential buys above, let's say, 151, 280. 280. Right, and if you measure this range, it's like a 14, 15 pip range. It's kind of like a small range, but if you do see a candle closing above this area, I think it's still pretty good because here's the thing, right? Here's the facts. Simple facts are we ranged after London close. We stayed in this range in the Asian session. We stayed in this range in the London session. We didn't break up, right? Now we're moving into pre-New York. In pre-New York, we're ranging at this point. We haven't really broken up. So we can kind of like see that, okay, when is there going to be next time of volume, right? Next time of volume is going to be at NY Open, and then we have NYSE Open. So we have those times to kind of like see when price is going to break out. So far we're just ranging here. So yeah, we just got to wait at this point now. Let's take a look at gold. Gold. Looks like gold made a low and it also tapped into 1763. Looking at the daily time frame, we did continue to move bearish here. Now let's take a look on the 1 hour here now. So the 1 hour on gold, we basically created a resistance at 1769. We had a support formed at 1768. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, it does seem like we created a low around 1763, and if you measure this range, I think there's going to be enough range for price to move down. Let's see here. It's like a, oh yeah, it's like a 35 pip range over here. It's pretty good. So we can say that price came down in a bearish trend. It came up, and if it creates like a minor resistance, I think there's a very high probability for price to continue down to retest this low. I think we all can agree with that. Now we just got to see if we will respect this minor resistance or not on the 15-minute time frame. Right? All we need to see is a candle to kind of like break below these wicks to give us the confirmation that we're heading down on gold. So yeah, I guess we'll have to wait for that here a little bit. Got a minor zone over here too on the 5-minute time frame. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Potential buys or sells if price bounces. Nice, looks good. Sells below 151, sells above 350. I would, maybe adjust the zone down over here at the candles, just like, right here. Because you need a candle to close above this area. The rest of the candles wicked above, but came back down, so we need a candle to close above to see where we headed. Today is FOMC. Are you going live? Probably. Oh no, I'm gonna be getting a haircut at that time, so I'm not going live. I'm not going live. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if gold starts ranging, I mean, it could be because of the interest rates here later on. So we'll see what happens. Let's take a look at this chart over here. We're ranging here. I think we have a support down over here as well. Down here. So we gotta bring that out too. Same idea over here. Pound yen. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is a sell. This is a sell someone took. Is this considered a fake out? Yes. Candle closed above resistance, closed back below. This closed back below. This candle broke the low, and then you execute it. Perfect. That was perfect for the fake out. Let's take a look at the Forex factory here. So we have CAD news. We have some USD news. I mean, retail sales for CAD. I mean, they're big, but let's see what happens. I mean, they're saying that there'll be good numbers. I don't know about that because Canada is in a lockdown. So I don't know if the numbers are going to be good. I think they should be bad because we're in total lockdown. Everything's closed. So I don't know where they got this number from. I'm going to be amazed if this is good. Because in reality, it should be pretty bad. People not working, malls are closed, stores are closed, the restaurants are closed, everything's fucking closed. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what the numbers are. If they're good, I'll call that manipulation. I'll call that fake because, I mean, Canada's half communism right now. Is there any plan for live FOMC? No. All right, let's see here. Euro USD. Canada's respecting the previous highs. You have potential sells below this area. Looks good. But at the same time, I think you'll have to keep this area in mind as well. Kind of like this minor zone over here. You'll have to keep this in mind as well once we start breaking below the support. But the idea looks good. Would the body close above the wicks or GJ or just above 310, 320 area? A body for closing above these wicks, something like this. If price comes up, I'd want to see a candle close like this. If a candle can close like this is going to tell me that this is the candle that did what all these candles couldn't do. Right? All these candles couldn't close above 151, 280, and that area. But once this candle closes above this area, I'm like, all right, you know what? This is the candle that's pushing beyond this zone, giving the room for the next candles to continue pushing bullish. So just got to wait for a candle like this to show up at this area, and then, we're going to try to take a buy and probably have a winning day here today. Any news about Raghav? I have no idea who that is. I do know, but he's something we don't talk about anymore. Possible that the news for gold already happened? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible with this, because like in the morning when I looked at the charts, I'm like, well, you know what, gold fell a lot. after the during the Asian session, then during London, after London Open. So that led me to think that maybe the move already happened. So I mean, if the move already happened, then we may start consolidating up till FOMC. But let's see, because on the 5 minute we're just really really ranging over here. And if you look on the 15-minute time frame, we have two clean directions, right? One direction is above 1767 in this 27 pip range, and the other direction is below 1766 in this 25 pip range. So yeah, let's take a look at GU here. We're getting some requests to look at GU. Where is Monty? I have no idea. What's your thoughts on 5G? I think 5G is going to change the world for the good or for the better, but yeah, I think it's going to be amazing. We'll be able to control candles with our thoughts. We're all going to get chips in our minds, and we won't be able to do anything about it. Like all these guys saying, oh, vaccines, this and that. Man, trust me, everyone's going to get the vaccine. Everybody's going to get the vaccine. No one's going to... It's just like that. Everyone's going to get the chips too. Like there's going to be a time when babies are going to be born and they'll get chips in them as soon as they're born. That time is coming. You guys seen that movie called Total Recall? Total Recall, by a really old movie. Total Recall. That's the future right here. Total Recall. Yeah, right here. No, this is not the one. Yeah, this one, 1990. Arnold. Everyone born in the 2000s, you wouldn't know about this movie, but it's a real classic movie. All right, let's take a look at GU. GU here. We got the daily candle. We're pushing down on the daily, right? It kind of seems like price made a high, came down, and now it's creating a resistance to continue down. We're not sure. Let's take a look on the 4-hour here. Let's take a look at 4-hour here. So 4-hour has a resistance formed, 1.39100. Oh, people are calling me an idiot in the gulag. Please don't say mean things. All right, so we got a support at the bottom here too. Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. So on the 1-hour, we're creating a resistance here. So it basically seems like we're also ranging on GU here as well. Let's take a look on the 30-minute. Yeah, we're just ranging. We got a resistance formed, and now we got to look for the most recent support. And I think the most recent support we can see on the 30-minute is right over here. Now, this is a trick I do to kind of like identify the next support, right? So watch. Since price is coming down, and we had a bit of a rejection here previously, so we got to measure this range, right? This is a 12 pip range for price to move down. So, right, so this is not enough range. This is not enough range to execute on a trade because it's 12 pips, right? So if we look below the support, we have another support right over here. Right now, this support becomes what? This is like 6 pips away, 5 pips away, so it's still not enough range. So I think this is going to be a much important area for price to break, right? If we break below this area, our next zone of resistance is right down over here. And this is bigger, and this is a much cleaner range, a 20 pip range for you to execute a trade in, right here. So I think this is going to be a better idea to execute a trade below. So you can put your yellow line here and say that, okay, I'm going to look for sells below this area, because as price breaks below this area, I have clean candles to the left hand side, and when price comes down, it's going to have a much cleaner or a much higher probability to move easily in this area rather than move within this zone right over here. So this is where you have to really pick and choose your battles, or you have to pick and choose where you're going to place your trades. So when I choose a trade, I like to take trades when there's clean candles to the left hand side, because I know price is going to have a much easier yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Language barrier there. Okay, let's see here. What's going on over here? Okay, so this is trade gold. Once it broke the high, got in profit, then an entry point closed half. I'm letting it run to see what happens. Oh, nice, nice. So you closed half at entry point. You managed risk. Your risk is already lowered at this time. I would say, price is just ranging now. So yeah, it's going to be very tough to say where it's going to break out. This is Euro JPY, buys above 131,650, looks good. We got resistance, we got support here, beautiful. I like when price is ranging, because when price is ranging and you can identify support resistance zones, then all you got to do is just wait. You know, all you got to do is just wait, because you wait, you're going to get that move. Sometimes you're going to get stopped out because that move is going to be a fake out, but then you can learn something from that. You're not getting the vaccine, are you? No, I'm going to let everyone get one, and then I'm going to get it at the end. That's my plan. So we'll see how far that goes. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. USD JPY 30-minute chart. Waiting for NYC open. Price has problems to break the zone. Looking for sells below this area. Yes, sells below this area makes sense. Also, do understand that if these ranges are smaller on USD JPY, it may be due to the fact that, you know, we have FOMC here later on. So this may start, you know, ranging for a little while, because USD JPY has smaller ranges anyway. Impulse entry for sells down here. Nice. You guys are trading within that range. Okay. Pretty ballsy. I'm waiting for price to break either above here or break below at this point. Should I wait for current 30-minute to create a resistance on gold, or I can enter if it starts breaking the candle's low? Oh, wow, look at that. We're breaking below. How much time is left for this 5-minute candle? A minute and a half is left for this candle to close. Yeah, I think wait for this candle to close. I would wait for this candle to close and take the sell on the next 5-minute candle. But if it continues dropping, oh yeah, it continues dropping. Then you can't do anything. Oh, I think this was it right here, the 30-minute. Once it broke the low in the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, it's going to continue all the way down, 1763. Hopefully someone got in this trade here. I'll be very happy if someone did. Forex closed below support, partial profits. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, you're looking for profits here, okay. Bitcoin chart. 1763 is the target here. Let's see. Runner got clapped at break even. Euro New Zealand took 90% at 10 pips. Nice. Beautiful. Securing positions is something pretty good. Took a short earlier on gold, closed below resistance, secured 90% at 10 pips. Very nice, very nice. Securing positions is good. Would you look to execute on 5-minute? I think it already happened. You know, if I was attentively watching it, I would have taken a sell right here once it broke the low. Because once it broke the low, we have clean candles. This means clean room all the way till 1763. We'll see if we can get it with the next 5-minute candle to continue bearish. For this 5-minute candle to retrace, I think if we break the low, there's a possibility for it to continue bearish. But the question is, does it have enough volume at this time to continue breaking below 1763 and continue down to 1761? Mr. Ahmed Mirza, oh, nice one. I think this was in the London session. Very nice. Buys above 131,630. Okay. Sells below 131,400. Euro JPY. Perfect. Perfecto. Looks like we're still pulling up here on gold. We're pulling up. Just gotta wait for it to come down. Oh, people really got these sells over here. Nice. Congratulations. Why is your support at that level? Because this is the low. It's not like a support, it's like the low, you know. So visually, that's the low we have here. Okay, US 30 buys above 33,970, sells below this area. We're ranging. Zones look good. Idea look good. You know, now we just gotta wait for price to break. Let's take a look at this here. When we're looking for buys, are you not worried about the next resistance at the wick fill? No, we're not I'm not worried about the next resistance at wick fill right here, because if it's going to break out of this consolidation, you have to trust the volume to continue driving price up. You have to, the key is to trust the volume to continue driving price up. If it doesn't drive price up, then you tried. You manage risk, and that's all about it. But like, there's a high probability if it breaks this area after consolidating, and you have to trust the volume to continue drive price up. The key is to trust the volume. Can Magic Key close only one position, or it will close all position? If you have multiple positions open, it's going to have a box on the screen, so you can use that to close, like, one by one. Pound yen entry when it broke the previous high. Close full position when it came back for a second time. Oh, nice. So you managed risk over there. Yeah, still kind of looked good for price to move up. But then you'll have to look at the 30-minute, how the 30-minute candle here closed and whatnot. All right, this is also gold over here. Reversal happened. Entry once price broke the bullish candle. Okay. Oh, no, this entry was bad because you had a support right over here. Was a good idea to enter one separate candle bar reason for me to enter anyway open. I think you should have entered with this candle here. But send it to me in Slack and we're going to take a look at it later on. So we got a question coming in. How do I deal with being scared of going in drawdown? I sometimes catch trades that go +3 pips, then -2 pips, and I end up closing more than I should. What can I do to convince myself to hold longer? That's a bit of a confidence issue, right? And everyone faces that. It's very normal. The best way to deal with confidence issue is to, I would say, close 50%. Whenever you're scared, whenever you're in drawdown, 2 pips, 3 pips, just look at it this way, right? A drawdown is going to be a part of the trade, right? Because price has to move, price has to breathe. If your stop loss level is a legit solid level, then and even if you get scared, close 50% and let the rest run. Just close 50%, close your eyes, and let the rest run. If it hits your stop loss, then that's an opportunity for you to see that, okay, could you have had a better entry? Or was your entry too early? Was it too late? Was your analysis wrong, right? So you can learn from that. But at the same time, you lost less than what you planned to lose. Be okay with taking a loss, But at the same time, always trust yourself that you will take lower loss than you planned. That's the key there. And slowly your confidence is going to build to the point that slowly you're going to start more positions running. What's your spread on GJ? Around like 1.4, 1.2, sometimes 1.1. All right. Looks like gold retraced back in the range over here. Damn, yeah, I didn't really break the low over here to continue down. I was actually waiting for it to kind of like wick up, break the low, and then I would have taken a sell, but that didn't happen. So it's okay. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is gold, strong bearish move, retracement. Price broke the bullish low here. Nice, nice. Secured 8 pips and runner got stopped out of break even. Very nice. Very nice. Let's take a look at GA. See what's going on in GA on the daily time frame. Daily is still, it is where it is on the daily time frame. 4-hour time frame is rejecting a resistance. We're coming down very, very strong. 30-minute candle is also coming down very, very strong. We got a support down over here. Yeah, we're breaking these supports as it continues down. It's coming down in its range. It's like a 12 pip range here. Ideally would want it to close or retest this area and then continue down, but seems like it already came into this clean range to continue down. All right, what time Magic Keys will be shipped? Sometime today and tomorrow. Sometime today and tomorrow we're shipping out Magic Keys. GA sells on the 15-minute time frame. Nice. Very nice. First time, yeah, it's a very nice trade here on the 15-minute time frame. So basically entered when it broke the previous low right here. Impulse entry, beautiful. Now you have a clean range for price to continue down. If I order today, will that be shipped today and tomorrow too? Yes. All orders are going to be shipped this week. This week, we're shipping everything. So even if you order today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, it's all going to leave this week. I keep building my accounts up and then I blow them. I become consistent for 2 weeks and then one trade mess it up. What can I do to rectify this? I think maybe stop over risking. That's the best thing. Stop over risking, stop over trading, and that's it. Wow, pound AUD really had a pretty good move over here. GJ is also coming down to the support. This is nice. This is nice, right? It's coming down. It needs to break below 150.970, and then I'm going to look for sells for price to really continue down till 150.750. FedEx is quicker than DHL. Well, we have a contract with DHL. Commission on GJ is around $7 on one lot. How do you get past being stale, tired of going fucking nowhere? Just don't get frustrated. That's it. That's the key. Don't get frustrated, and always you'll take a loss. Learn to see how you could have taken the opposite trade. Just look at it logically. Just look at it logically and see, okay, if you were wrong, logically, what would have made sense, right? It's a process. You have to really love the process. If you get frustrated, it's always going to be a frustrating thing because the market is always right. You know, if you take a loss, you can't just say, oh, you know, another loss here. You know, that's not going to help you. You know, you have to take a look at that and say, okay, logically, what made sense? If price rejected a zone, why did it reject a zone? You know, why it happened? Every trade I lose, I look at that and say, okay, I lost the trade. Why did that happen? If this happens the next time, what can I do something differently? Dominion Market website show 3.5 commission per lot. Also, if you open your eyes and you look at that, it also says one way. Many banks, you have a really short patience there. Can you please see this chart on gold? All right, let's take a look at this here. Let's take, oh, wrong chart from the gulag. All right, slowly we're coming down here now. We are coming down to 150, 980, 970. This is where I'm looking to take a sell at this point. Hey, I'm new here every day and rewatch your videos. One question you do like 10 pips TPs, but sometimes you say there's not enough range, even though it's about 10 pips or so. Yeah, I mean, if the range is around 15 pips, I'm probably not going to execute on that because if you have a 15 pip range, you got to look at the spread too, right? If your spread is like 1.5, 1.6 pips, then that range comes down to 13 pips, you know, and that's just not enough range. At least you need, I think, for a new trader, if you're looking for around 10, 12, 15 pips, you at least need almost like, I would say like a 20 pip range. You know, it's going to be much better. So let's take a look at gold over here. All right, gold is coming back down here at this point. May want to take a sell right at 1764 and expect volume to continue driving price below 1763. That's going to be a really, really good plan. So we can continue down towards, what's this price here, 1760? Yeah, it looks good. 1760. Just gotta wait because the previous 30-minute candle closed below the previous one. And yeah, let's just wait over here. Gold can kiss my Why is MT5 showing a spread of 6 to 8 pips for GJ? Because you probably have a standard account open. You need to open a pro account. Pro account has smaller spreads. Are you going to wait for the candle to close or once it breaks this point? On pound yen, it's going to be pretty tricky. I'm going to have to wait for candle to kind of like, you know, pass below 159.60 and then I'll try to execute. But we'll see. We'll see how it comes down. What do you think about funding programs? You know, it is what it is. So yeah, waiting here. Gold below 1760. No, I'm looking for sales below 1764, 1764.50, and then anticipating volume to continue pushing price down. I like to have a trade go 10 pips and a chop in position 90% and keep a 10% runner. Is it possible to open two positions, one at 90% and one at 10%, just with magic keys? You'll have to change the risk, you know. You'll have to change the risk once you open a new position. All right, let's take a look here. Pound yen 1 hour chart. We're coming down. Impulse entries at the sells here. Your target is down over here. Looks good, looks good. We're coming down here again now. And I think I'll have to see if this is going to make sense below 159.60. If we break below 159.60, I think it's going to be a very, very good area for price to continue bearish. This is 4 hour support, 150.30. Does it matter? Even 1 hour 30-minute close below this area. See if the 4 hour is closing below right here. You know, the thing is, this 4 hour candle broke the high and it also broke the low. You know, so now we gotta look at the smaller time frames to give us an idea that where are we going to continue bearish, because it broke the high and it broke the low. So we have to wait. Will you reduce commissions from your broker? No, the commissions are what we get from the liquidity, and they're standard across all platforms. $7. Our competition has higher commissions, like Hugo's way. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is gold. Sells if we break below 1764. To next support 1762. Yes. I'm looking at this area as well for price to break below this area. We'll see how this goes. Gold is just retracing a lot, so got to be very careful with gold because we have FOMC today. And I mean, if price starts ranging on gold, I mean, that's the thing, right? So that's something we have to be aware of. So you have to be very, very, very careful where it kind of breaks below. What book can I read in order to learn more about this price action scalping? My language barrier can't catch up all to your live stream during it. What book you want to read? This book right over here. 10 Essentials of Forex Trading. Google this book. Take a screenshot right now. 10 Essentials of Forex Trading. I always keep this with me all the time. This is with me. This is from the Milton Library, and they haven't really called me yet to ask me why haven't I returned this book. This I took 4 years ago and haven't really gotten a call back yet. All right, pound yen is still coming down. We're coming down below not 150, 970, 970, 960. Just measuring the stop over here if I look for impulse entries. Since the 4 hour has rejected support and resistance 4 times, I'm going to wait for a close. Nice. That's a very good idea. Do you stand when you trade? Yes. I'm always on my feet. Like I'm on my feet right now. What's your opinion on GOAT FX? I have no opinion on anyone. GA also came down. Very delicate situation now GJ is in. A very, very delicate situation. The problem is if I take a sell here, I don't know whether we will reject this area and go up or not. That's the whole problem. So just gotta have to wait. Let's take a look at this trade by Chantel. Now I know for sure Chantel trades NASDAQ. Oh, SPX. Because every time we get this chart, it's all labeled nicely, looking for buys above this area, sells below this area. I think when you're looking for sells, just keep these keep these wicks in mind, because as price comes down, it may start rejecting to these wicks here, because price rejected here before and it may start rejecting here again. So just got to keep that in mind. Don't the GJ cells look cleaner on the 1 hour, but we need the top wick first? They do, but on the smaller time frame, there's still this rejection. So I'm going to wait. Potential sells below 159.80 looks good, looks good. I'm kind of waiting here too. So let's see how we come down at this point. Will you keep the NY session when you move to Pakistan? Yes. If I've spent the equivalent of Magic Keys and commissions, do I need to do anything to qualify for Magic Keys? Yes. So if you have enough commissions in your account, email incentives at dominionmarkets.com and they will set you up with the Magic Keys. I only focus GJ and gold, but last week I got FOMO and traded GU and EJ and unfortunately took a loss. Yeah, that's what happens when you break your plan. You can't really break your plan. You got to keep the same plan. You got to follow it. Let's see here. How do you make your boxes go all the way to the right? It's pretty easy. You right click your box, you go to settings, and then you hit extend to the right. Are you moving to pack? Yes. Does it matter that current 15-minute candle on gold has already broken the high of previous candle? I was about to sell when it breaks its own low. Yeah, it's broken the high, so it's back in the range now. You can see this is where we have our minor resistance, and it's basically rejecting this area at this point. So we're just waiting now. So if it breaks above 1767, I think we have clean range to the left-hand side for price to continue up. So we'll see what happens. Does Magic Keys auto-calculate lot sizes? Yes, it does. Do you have crypto? Yes, I have some crypto, not a lot. When are you moving? Around June. You guys should come to the airport. What's going on over here? Can you take a look at this trade? All right, we got a chart coming in from the gulag here. And at the same time, gold is trying to continue above 1767 to 60. So we'll see how far it kind of like breaks above to continue moving bullish. In the meantime, let's take a look at this chart here from the gulag. This was a sell, closed below, sells once we had a retracement. Ooh, closed 50%, closed another 50% here. Closed full when GU was trying to play with me. At least I managed risk. Nice. Dog shit price action this month in GU. You know what? I'm going to agree with that. We had some dog shit price action on GJ here as well. The whole month. This April has been the hardest GJ month. Like really, really hard. Terrible, terrible month. You look at last year, April, it was filled with volume. Why? Because we had the coronavirus coming in. We had the vaccine optimism. We had Brexit coming in. We still had Trump. Did we have Trump? Yeah, we had Trump. You know, so a lot of things were happening. Good things were happening. There was a lot of volume now. Now we have Sleepy Joe and there's nothing happening in the economy at this time. So that's the biggest reason price has just been consolidating. Would you wait for 30 minutes to close under that support in GJ? Yes. This 159.50 is a very, very crucial area. Hey, learning from yesterday, to go down the setup, let's take a look over here. You think, is it too cowboy? I think it was okay, you know. I think a better entry would have been right here. Learned from yesterday GJ trade, applied on the setup, anticipating price to go down. This 30-minute time frame anticipated. Oh, nice. 1 to 1.5 risk reward. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice trade. Most of my trades have been on gold. Most of my wins have been on gold in April because pound yen has just been ranging at this time. So when is there power outage in Pakistan means no live trading? Sorry, no, there are no power outages now. What do you think? Pakistan is a Third world country? No, man. The area we're moving into, it has no power outages. We learned from before. We learned. Now we're moving in better areas. Um, your trading time when you move to will be 3:30 p.m. Yeah, almost 3. Actually, let's take a look at the time over here. Time in Islamabad. Let's see here. It's 4:11. Oh yeah, it's going to be 3:30 p.m. Pretty good time. 3:30 p.m. Noon is going to be London session. Mainstream London session. Who knows? You know, London all the way till New York. We're going to have over trading sessions every day. Let's see here. Is there any other country that you think would be cool to live in? I think Dubai is going to be really cool to live in. But I looked at that as well. I looked at that country as well, and like my whole reason for moving was that all my work is online, right? And I've set my things up in a way that I can move wherever I want. The only thing was I needed to reduce my expenses, you know. So if I moved to Dubai, my expenses would have been almost the same, if not bigger. You know, and then I was like, okay, you know what? Best thing to move is to move back home. Have the same lifestyle, nothing changes. I can still travel from there. So the main thing was to reduce expenses. All right, Mr. Jack Carter from the Gulag. And also, like, you know, from there we can do in-person boot camps too in Dubai. So that was also one of the big reasons too. In Canada, you can't do shit anymore now. Canada is just like trapping you at this point. Let's see here. Do you have Canadian passport? Yes. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Um, Someone's saying controller affects his movement to Pakistan too. The guy copies me so much he might make the move with me. That's hilarious. Could you please take a look at this analysis? Thanks. All right, let's see here. First one, we have Mr. Jack Carter. Let's take a look at this chart. This is oh, wrong chart. I tried. What are the taxes like? I don't know what the taxes are like. I think they're like 8%, 9%. But I do know I was talking to my bank manager and he says, well, if you withdraw 100,000, you have to pay 600 in tax. So 600 in tax over every 100,000 that comes in. I was like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. And he said it in a way that, yeah, you know what, you'll have to pay 600 over 100,000, man. I'm like, all right, okay, no problem. That's no problem. Do you have like a checklist to keep in mind before entering a trade? Yes. Like some questions you ask yourself for yes. So basically, if I'm looking at pound yen over here, the first thing I'm looking at is that we have a support right down over here. So I need to see now if price does break below, my first thing is going to be how big is my stop loss? You know, my stop loss from a market structure perspective shouldn't be more than 15 pips. You know, I like to have a 15 pip stop. You know, because then to do my calculations, it's very, very easy. And because if I have a 15 pip stop and my range is like what 26, 27 pips, it makes sense to take that trade. The second is, yeah, I just want the candle to kind of like, you know, come below this area to see, yeah, to see if it's really gonna continue or not. So at this time, we're just waiting. Have you taken any trades today? No, no trades today. We're just ranging. You know, gold is ranging, pound yen is ranging. GA did a little, you know, made a low here. It's kind of like retracing at this time. I don't trade GA, but if it's retracing, I think maybe it's retracing to continue lower. You know, and if you look at the time right now, it's 7:15. We have 45 minutes till NY Open. So maybe like, you know, volume is going to come with NY Open, you know, or closer to NY Open. testing my discipline today. It's been shit recently. I was down 0.4%. Now I'm up 0.47%. I've taken 3 trades today, but calling it quits, beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. You know, be in profits, you're good to go. How do you know if your commissions from Dominion Markets is enough for Magic Keys? Where do I keep track of that? If you go to your history, you're going to see your commissions there. So if you click on your history, you're going to see commissions. You're going to see a column that's going to say commissions. So, yeah. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Pound yen, waiting for price to break structure. Bias is more upwards because the 4-hour created support. That's true. Currently, candle breaking the high. All the sells can play out with volume. Nice. Very nice. You're looking at both things at the same time, so that's good. Forex market is dead because of crypto. That is false. You need to see what's happening in the economies at this point. There's nothing happening at this point. Nothing. Does paying commission minimize the spread? You have a lower spread with the commission accounts. Like, you know, with pro accounts, you have lower spreads basically. So I think the big difference between a standard account and a pro account is like with a pro account, you're saving maybe a pip, 2 pips. You know, like in the grand scheme of things, it makes sense. But, you know, I mean, I don't know. I like the pro accounts because the spreads are lower. It's a sense of, oh, what's this? Pound yen. Looking for 15-minute to wick down, then for the high to be broken to continue moving up. Okay. Okay, makes sense. I mean, we have a bit of a rejection here a little bit, so I don't know. I would want to wait for price to break above this area to take a buy, you know. So I'll be more willing to wait a little bit more. Can someone with the standard account be on the leaderboard for Dominion Markets? Yes. Have you been to Monal restaurant? Yes. What do you think about Dodge? I don't think about anything about Dodge. Let's take a look at gold here. Let's take a look at the 5-minute time frame. We're about to close in like a minute. A minute to win it. It's got to close above 1767. And then we're going to see if we can continue bullish. On GJ, if I look for an impulse entry under support, is it okay to have a buy stop? Oh, sell stop. Yes and no, because I don't know. I don't know. I would like to see a candle break below 159.50 to see what's going to happen. Because you kind of want to know what kind of a candle is going to break that low, you know, and then you can decide to stop loss at that point. So I would maybe just want to watch price action at that point. So we got 20 seconds left for this candle to close. How can I get permanent residency in Pakistan if I'm from India? That's a very delicate situation, man. You can't. You can't. Oh, you want to escape because of Modi? It's like I'm escaping Canada. Yeah, you gotta talk to Modi, man. Your president. All right, so we close below this area here. Let's see. 15-minute candle still open at this point. If we can break above 1767, can we move to 1770? That's what we want to see here. Is Dominion Markets regulated by which regulations? It's not regulated in North America and Europe, just like any other crypto brokerage. Regulation doesn't mean anything, you know. If someone's going to steal your money, they'll steal your money. I lost 150,000 on a crypto brokerage called Quadriga CX that was heavily regulated in Canada, and they ran away with $190 million. Can't do anything. Can't do anything about it. You know, the case is still open. It's been 3 years now. Nothing happened, you know. And like, I mean, if you have heavily regulated platforms, then you have access to lower leverage. You have higher commissions, you have higher spreads because they got to follow the rules of those regulated countries. That's all what it is. Like when you have platforms, unregulated, trustworthy platforms, that gives you the freedom to have higher leverage. Higher leverage, lower commissions, lower spreads. So at the end of the day, it's all about trust. Whether it's regulated, unregulated, if someone wants to steal your money, they'll steal your money at the end of the day, no matter what. What risk percentage do you use? Almost like 2% per trade. 2%, 1 to 2%. Watch Game Changers. It's currently on Netflix. Oh, I think I've seen that. Game Changers. If you took your crypto on a ledger, would you have avoided that drama of Quadriga? Yes. But at that point, I had no idea. All I knew was, okay, I had 100,000 and I needed to put this money in Bitcoin. I'm like, okay, what's the easiest way for me to send this money to an exchange? And that was from my bank account directly to Quadriga. I'm like, okay, bank transfer. Sent the transfer, perfect. Then people gave me money like 50,000 to put in Bitcoin. I'm like, oh yeah, this is exchange. It's regulated in Canada. Let's send it there. We sent it there. And then 3 months after that, asked for a withdrawal. So I did like a $10,000 withdrawal that came in about 2 weeks. And to me, that was like, well, why is it taking 2 weeks? And then a week after that, I tried logging in and the page was gone. You couldn't open the sign up page or the login page. And I'm like, well, this is strange. And then 2 days later, they had a notice on the website, and that notice said that due to technical difficulties, we can't log in, we can't process anything at this point. We're dealing with the problem. I'm like, okay, this doesn't seem good. And the week after that, they had a new article on the website which said that the owner has disappeared and all the money was on his physical ledger and only he knew the password. And at that point, I was like, it was gone at that point, and regulation meant fuck all there. I mean, the case is still open. And the week after that, they said that, oh, like, you know what? He went to India and he passed away. So how convenient. A guy went to India, he passes away, and then they also got a death certificate from India to prove that he passed away. And I looked at that, I'm like, really? Really? Guy's probably chilling somewhere on an island in 190 million. It's all on YouTube too. Go on YouTube and search Quadriga CX. There's a whole documentary about the mystery disappearance of this kid. The guy was like in his early 30s. My analysis are correct, my anticipation correct, but the problem most of the time is it breaks support resistance without making upper or lower wick. That doesn't give confidence. Straight fall, fall, fall. How can I execute trades straight fall and straight fly? You can't. You can't. It is what it is. Like, either you get a chance to do an impulse entry. If you do get a chance to do an impulse entry, then yeah, but sometimes price just goes and you just can't really do anything about it. But regulation doesn't deal with cases like that. Yeah, they do, but it takes it's such a lengthy process. Take a look at this. Quadriga CX pending. Oh, it's at a new law firm right now. Yeah, see this Quadriga owes customers 190 million. Court filing. Trustee of collapse exchange moves to resolve crypto. Curious case. Yes. Yeah. Was old fashioned. Yeah, court filings in Canada. This thing is still pending. 26,000 bitcoins. This thing is holding 26,000 bitcoins. See this, majority of the coins to cold storage as a way to protect the coins from hacking or virtual theft. So they moved coins from their platform and they put them on cold storage, and the guy accidentally died in India. Yeah, exactly, right? He died, passed away. Oh, too bad. And the wife came on TV and she was crying, and I was like, man, this doesn't make any sense. Let's see here. You like an impulse entry on gold with a stop loss under the current 5-minute candle? Yes. Right, so we'll have to wait to see if we break above 1767. So far, we're just ranging here. Pound yen is also ranging at this time. I'd want to see price either break above 151.280 or break below 159.50. These are the only two ways, one of the two ways I'm going to be executing a trade on pound yen. Would you say Vantage is a trustworthy broker or not? You know, it's up to you. I've traded on Vantage FX. It's pretty good, trustworthy. And like, you know, whenever you trade, like people think like when you put money in a brokerage, it goes to the people running it. No, it doesn't. It goes straight into liquidity. It goes into the banks in liquidity. So no one has access to the money except for liquidity there. Show a photo of the person. Maybe we can find him roaming in India. Let's see here. Let's see if you can find a photo of him. Quadriga CX owner. Gerald Cotton. Yeah, the man with many faces now. Who is he? This one? Yes, this one right here, this guy. See, seems like a very trustworthy guy, right? Very clean cut, white, you know, from a good family, trustworthy guy. I mean, you'll be like, oh yeah, buddy, here you go. Like, this is why I gave him money. I'm like, well, here you go, buddy. You look like a nice, trustworthy guy, nice hair, nice smile, perfect. Can't screw over nobody. Lo and behold, money gone. All right. I have a neon on a ledger and a couple of years it will not allow me to access. Yeah, I don't know, man. And after that happened, I just stayed away from crypto. I'm like, screw this. Like, I was so excited and then just a very bad time at that time. Plus, I also didn't have much money at that time too. So for me, 150 was like, holy shit, man, what am I gonna do? Sent us straight in consolidation. Tell them. All right, let's take a look at this GJ trade idea here. A little bit worried about this area. Yeah, not to worry. This is support, so just wait for price to break this area. Next candle want to see wick up first and break the low. Yeah, I'm waiting for price to break below this area, 150, 950 area here. What are you going to do if you see him? I don't know. I doubt if I'm going to see him or not. I may be one of those crazy reporters. So, what do you have to say to yourself? What do you have to say about yourself? Where did all the money go? Brokers are middlemen that connect you to liquidity providers. Yes, that's true. Anyone remember Ocean Sky? Yes. Ocean Sky. Yeah, that was a character here in the GTA. Ocean Sky. All right. I need to make a whole verification on. Oh, yeah, we can't really. Yeah, I think you need to send an email. Okay, so the beautiful thing on gold is that we're creating a support over here, and if we break this low on the 30-minute time frame, I think we have this wick fill, 11, 12 pips away, and then continue on down over here. What do you think of Logan Paul and Mayweather fight? I don't think about anything about that fight, but I do know Logan Paul is going to make a lot of money from that fight. A lot of money. It's all about money at the end now. Oh, we're breaking the highs here on gold now. The candle's about to close. Actually, it did close. Can we push past 1767, having the stop within this range, for price to continue on till 1770? What's the minimum amount I should invest in the beginning? I think you should only invest or trade the amount you can afford to lose, right? What you can afford to lose. Let it be $1,000, $100, $500, whatever you can afford to lose. Start with that amount. I like your opinion about moving back to your own country. It's very strange to living in a strange land. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes because it's going to be a fresh new beginning. Because I've spent my waking years in Canada. You know, waking years are, you start a family, you work, you start making money, you do your professional life. I spent in Canada. So now I'm taking this life to move to a new strange world where I haven't really spent my waking years there. So it's gonna be a little different. So yeah, gold is still over here. It's trying to see whether we're gonna break above 1767 or not. Pound yen is still ranging. GA is retesting the support it broke. So you make a lot of money but can't afford to live in the civilized world. What makes you think other places in the world are not civilized? That means you yourself are not civilized with that comment. A lot of people are much like, I don't know, small-minded people. That's okay. That's why we're in the gulag here. Let's see here. If it's, oh, will you stop the live streams? Okay, already read about that. Yeah, right now there's nothing happening at this point. What I would want to see is maybe if I'm going to trade in this range, I may want to see a retracement and then a continuation down. Probably move up, resistance formed, and then continue down over here. How can I close partials when I have only one trade running? If you have one trade running, it has to be bigger than 0.01 unless you have a cent account. And it's very easy though to close partials. Which broker is Viggy using? Oh, someone asked that 10 times. EXP Gaming. Oh, IC Markets. Have you ever been to South Africa? No, no South Africa. Are you shipping your ride to Pakistan or are you getting another ride? No, I'm not shipping it. It's going to be 200% tax if I ship it. Plus, we drive on the other side, so it's not going to be good enough. Mike, oh, you can unmute yourself. Luis, you can unmute yourself. Yes, you can. I promise you. You can. Oh, see that? Someone's baby muted themselves.
Okay, now.
Yes. How are you, man?
Hey, man. I'm doing great, and you?
Good, good.
Hey, bro. Question about impulse entry. Can you go to GBP, GPY?
This right here. This is your perfect example of an impulse entry right here. Perfect example right here. 5 minute broke the high at this point. Yeah, I'm sorry you got excited because I took an entry right here. 5 minute broke the high, right? And now it's time to move up over here. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, what's happening on GPGPY?
Okay. Can you go to the 15-minute chart?
One sec here. $15-minute on, yes.
Okay. So I do have a resistance 151, 127, 28.
Hmm.
Can you mark that real quick?
Yeah, I think if you send a chart, it's going to be much faster and
I have a really big problem on my laptop. It's like way too old that if I open the Zoom to on there, man, it's just gonna shut down. So that's why. But basically, is if you see the 15-minute candle, the one that closed real small with
yeah,
on the 15.
yeah.
My question will be no. Can you go on the 15-minute chart?
Oh, yeah, right here.
Okay, that one at the bottom.
Okay,
The most
bro.
recent 15.
Okay, one sec. So you only focus on the 30-minute right here because 15-minute is a mess. 15-minute is a mess. And at gold right here, I secured 10 pips right here once it broke the high here. But bro, I'm sorry, but the 15-minute right here, it's very messy, right? So if it's messy, you got to look at the 30-minute here. You got to wait for the 30-minute candle to close above this area.
Okay.
Makes sense. Like, I'm sorry, your timing of question is just bad because gold is running at this time,
Yeah.
right? Now, so I secured position. And I really wanted to talk about gold, but like on the 15-minute, it's very messy. You can't just focus on the 30-minute and wait for the 30-minute candle to close like this, and then the next one should continue moving up.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for, because in 15-minute, it's a lot of mess right here at this time right here. Yeah, it's a lot of mess over here.
Okay, thank you, Raja.
Yeah, no problem. But like, I'm just waiting for the 30-minute to close above this area. That's it. If I don't see the 30-minute close, then I'm not taking that trade. If I see the 30-minute close, that means that 30-minute is doing what all these candles couldn't do. But this gold worked out perfectly here.
Morning, Raja.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Oh, that's it?
Raja, what do you think if gold breaks above 1770 and then we go to fill in 7073 and 7075?
Oh yeah, 1771 and 1772 is going to be the first target here, and then we can continue to 1775.
Yeah, because I use fixed range. Like, I know it's not by your book. I have the layout done the way you do it, but I use fixed range just myself. And I see there's no numbers being filled at that area on the 1 hour. It's all 0, 0. So it's more likely it's gonna go on. That's as well is Asian high, that area.
Yeah, exactly. I think
but
it's
still but still gold, bro. I think it's on the weekly. It's still making higher lows.
So where are you trying to execute a trade?
I will try to enter now. I missed your entry there. Now I was gone to make coffee. So.
Oh.
And 7070. After we break that low, above that I'm gonna buy towards 7073, 7075.
Oh, nice. I think it's going to be better to buy above 1772 because you'll have a much cleaner range.
Yeah, I was looking at that as well. Yeah, I seen that too.
Yeah, bro, are you from Ireland?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but originally, bro, you believe it or not, I don't know how did you find out by the accent or not, but I'm originally Russian.
Of course, for the accent, man. Everyone's here mocking your accent over here. So for fuck's sakes. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense. But like, I think it's going to be much better for a break above 1772 because you have a clean candles over here to the left hand side.
Yeah, it's more realistic.
Yeah, but I got this break up right here around 1767 for price to move up.
It's probably going to create support there now.
Yeah, yeah, because it's broke above this consolidation. If it's retracing, should create like a lower wick or like a support at this point, and then continue moving up. But if it continues back in the range, then then it's going to be pretty hard to continue.
Damn, 4 hour work to the T with that order block.
Oh, I have no idea.
A long rejection wick. Yeah, actually, in Ireland, trading is really good, bro, because it's tax free.
Oh, nice.
There's no tax on trading because they count it as gambling.
Oh, okay. Oh, like spot trading.
Yeah. So if you're holding Bitcoin or any of that shit, then you have to pay tax on that. But if you're doing Forex trading like this, where you buy and sell, it's tax free.
That's interesting.
You should move to Ireland.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's see here. Where would you have closed your trade if it goes another way? My stop was down over here, below this 5-minute candle right here. This was my stop loss. So we broke above this area. Let's see here. Yeah, so it was right over here. It broke above this area. My stop was below this candle, 5-minute candle, and it came up towards 10, 11 pips. I closed everything, and that's it. So if it went the other way, my stop was right here. It would have hit my stop loss, and it would have been a losing trade at that point. But I was really waiting for this break over here. This candle didn't break. This candle broke up, and execution. Do you think we could take an impulse entry at the break of the 30-minute candle as the volume is going to come in? Yeah, I think so. I mean, 30 minutes right over here. We got the 5-minute also kind of like creating this minor, resistance here. So if we do start breaking above 1768.60, I think we will 100% continue to 1770. And, with the volume coming in with NY open, we can potentially continue to 1772 here as well. Raja cracked 100K on that account. Yes, this last gold trade cracked 100K. What was your account size when you started? It was 50,000. Do you have a buy stops? No, I didn't have buy stops. I had my finger on the buy and I was just ready. And then Lewis came and then we started answering questions with Lewis, and then price. Oh wow, damn, look at that. Straight down. Why didn't you wait for the bullish 5-minute candle to close above that zone and then execute on the break of the high? Because I was waiting for the break above here. If you rewatch the stream, we talked about price breaking above it like 4 or 5 times. So I was just waiting. Impulse entries are really tricky. They're really fast, and you have to be really attentive when you're looking for impulse entries, especially when it comes towards gold and pound yen, because there's a lot of volume in these pairs. How do you backtest impulse entries? It took me around 1.5 years to really solidify the concept of impulse entries. Yeah, so it took one trade over here. Trade 1 gold buys. How do you calculate and place your trade so fast? Is that via magic keys? No, I had my mouse on the buy button. All right, let's see what's happening here. Impulse entries can be on the 1 hour or 30-minute or 15.5. It depends on the pair. It depends on the pair. I mean, when you're looking at pound yen here at this point, right? You're probably looking at the 30-minute and the 15-minute, because pound yen doesn't really move as fast as gold. Sometimes on gold, what you're going to see is you will see, like, higher time frame candles just move up and down, but on the smaller time frames you're going to see some sort of a, like, market structure. So if you look on the 15-minute, it broke above this area, but it came right back down within this range. So it means this was not a valid breakup. But if you look on the 5-minute, you can see some sort of a market structure where we broke above the high and had no wick at the bottom. This is what we looked at on the webinar we had on Sunday. We break the high, no wick at the bottom. This means heavy bullish momentum. Did you close your trade? Yes, obviously I closed my trade.
Morning, Raja. Good morning, team.
Hey, Karvin, how are you?
Good, man. Good.
Oh, sells below this area. Yeah, I'm looking for sells below 159.50. Karvin, what do you think with the interest rates on gold?
I think it's gonna keep the same. Gold should continue to the downside. We're finally, trading below those 1770. So it's really nice. Anything below the 1770, we have 1760 to the downside. Easy sell. As long we reject the 1770, because from here, let's see, this area, we got a really nice sell-off on gold last night. This is basically a 1770. This candle tried to, retest that 1770, and if you look even a little bit to the left, even more, then you have another rejection from the 1770. All this, this area right here, basically. This is basically the area that is in rejecting 1770. You saw price coming out. I'm glad you closed your position, because right now on the 5-minute it's becoming fake out. We don't know if gold is going to continue trading above this level to retest the 1770 again, or can easily start trading below this 15-minute candle. The moment that the prices start breaking that 15-minute candle, you have a nice target over here, another target hit. And then the only issue that I see on gold is basically the 1765. It's been rejecting, really hard from there. Let me do something clearing here. But anything, man, anything trading below the 1765 will be a nice drop to 1760. I'm sorry, and it's gonna be should be a clean move. The moment gold decide to break below the 1762, somewhere here, should be a clean move to the downside, because the dailies and 4 hours and all the higher time frame structure looks really clean up below that area. We just need, some sort of confirmations, anything breaking basically below this area. Nice target, this one right here. So like a 20 pip range from there, 20 pip move, and from there you're basically expecting that volume can easily continue giving you candles like this, and from there, at the break of this support right here, you can expect easily like a 30 pip move to the downside below the 1764. Anything breaking below that area can give you a price to the 1760. This area is going to be a nice target for today, for this morning. But like I said, first of all needs to respect this. If we start closing again above this area, like giving you candles like this, can easily give you another retest to this area. And this is basically the resistance that you want to see gold behaving really nice to continuation to the downside. This morning, I grabbed some entries on gold. I closed and I got stopped out on one of them, and I closed the other one, with 30 pips in profit. But the move to the downside is still there. I only look on the 5-minute. Basically, I don't pay attention so much on the 30 minutes. But on the 5-minute, I can really easy spot fake out in this area right here for the continuation. But we probably will have another retest to the upside, trying to to make you believe that it's gonna continue to this target right here. But if the body of the candle is closing side by side, I will say below the 1767.50. if the body of the candle is closing below that 0.50, can easily give you a continuation to the downside. It's gonna be a long wait because we have the news, obviously, so we don't know if this gold drop is already priced in. But it's gonna be really nice to wait a little bit more for this trade to happen. I will say from 8:30 we should have a really nice move for the 4-hour candle closing. In the other hand, GJ has been really nice, respecting that 151 support. So anything trading below the 151, it's really risky because you don't know how big is gonna be the drop. But if you manage risk, let's say you have this is something that I will be looking on GA as well. Anything breaking below this area right here, but after you get a long way down there, but the candle is rejecting, anything closing above this area will give you the continuation later on to retest these highs and continuation to the next key level, which is this 150-500. But like I said, we will need to wait a little bit more. GJ sells, can play out, but it's really dangerous at this point. We need more volume, and the volume is not there. That's the problem.
Yeah, I was looking at this, and I'm just waiting for this 30-minute candle to close. And if it closes around 151, and if the next NY open candle retraces and breaks the low, I'm going to enter sells on pound yen to continue down.
Yes, you will need at least a retest to the previous candle, and then when they start breaking below, it's going to be a nice sell. But yeah, I will be waiting for buys unless I see something like the same thing that you're thinking about. A closing below that support, and then retest to the previous candle, and finally breaking probably in the last 15 minutes. Then would be really nice sells. Other than that, I will be just chilling and paying attention what gold is gonna give me from 8:30 to 9. Yeah.
What's this? Pound yen. Buy that for 15-minute kind of close above resistance. Yes, looks good. If you're looking for buys. Yeah, this has been ranging since Asian session, New York session yesterday. So I'm just looking at different times of volume now. So NY Open may bring in that volume for price to drop. Because the daily rejected this area previously as well, and we're at the same area over here.
Yeah. Yeah, the 151, 250 is a strong resistance. It's been like holding really strong.
Are you done with gold now? Yes. Yes. Just gotta wait for these candles to close now. We got 5 minutes left for NY Open.
What's your take on interest rate?
Yeah, they'll keep them the same. They'll keep them the same. Like nothing's really happening that's gonna make them change the rates,
Yeah, I think so too.
How did you make 11 pips in gold as it came down too much faster? Just in a second. To my question is how you close your position quick. Well, it came to 11 pips and then I closed the position. And then after exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, it came back down. So you had around 5 minutes to close positions.
Magic keys.
Yeah, and magic keys. Executed the sells as the candle breaks the low right here. Nice, secured positions. Beautiful. Yeah, with gold, and I mean, what I've seen is most of the times, the pairs are going to give you opportunities to secure positions. And deep inside, instinctively, you know that you should be securing positions at this time. It's weird, but you should be securing positions. But then that greed comes in. Oh no, it's going to keep on moving, and then it starts moving against you. And then slowly you're like, oh man, now it's moving against me. What should I do at that point? So, but always listen to your instincts. You know, your instincts will always be right. Looks like we have to wait 3 minutes to see where this candle's going to close. 3 minutes.
Yeah. Like I'm telling you, it's gonna try to push, but it's gonna try to confuse you, and then all of a sudden, the body of the candle closing below that resistance is gonna make you believe that this thing is gonna give you a headache to the downside.
Like yesterday.
Exactly like yesterday. I got stopped out yesterday. I was driving yesterday in the morning, and I got stopped out on gold, to be honest. And it was a clean move. Didn't make sense, you know, for that fake out.
Yeah, gold just did somersaults yesterday.
Somersaults, yes.
Up,
yes.
down, up, down, up, down. Damn. Will you stream again in the evening for the news? No. I'm going to be having a haircut with Jeevan in the evening.
Oh, fat.
Yeah. Me and him, we made an appointment to get the haircut done. Breaking the laws in Canada. Yeah, it's against the law to get a haircut. It's
No way.
yeah, man.
Are you for real?
Oh yeah, they're closed.
Holy man, you guys are.
They-
Gosh.
You're
The-
like in prison.
Yeah, man, trust me, like it's all closed and it's just like, hey, where'd you get that haircut from? You know?
Wow, man, that's crazy. To be honest,
No.
bro. Jeez.
No, Roger's telling the truth, man.
Wow.
Yeah, some people
I'm in
think
Canada too.
yeah, some people think we make shit up about Canada. No, we don't. It's true.
I cut my own hair now, man.
Oh, lucky guy. You're one of the lucky ones.
How was
Yeah.
your surgery about your hair actually?
Oh, it's pretty good. See? It's pretty good. Got the hairline on and it's pretty good so far. Go get it done.
Yeah, that's my main country. That's in my country. So when I just get there, I will definitely do that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's still gonna take around, like 4 or 5 more months to fully come out. So we'll see how that goes.
There you go, gold.
Yeah, gold is
About to
rejecting.
sell some
Yeah,
salt.
don't worry, boss. I will be here. Don't worry.
All right. Can you admit you lost on gold? No. Why am I gonna lie to myself?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I'm a student in microfluidity. Thanks for the info. Greetings from Solomon Islands. Oh, greetings. Yeah, pound yen is just not trying to break this zone at all. If we continue ranging for the next hour as well, I think, NYSE is going to be the time. Just like every other day last week. Price ranged in NY and broke at NYSE.
Good morning, Raja. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, team.
Hello,
Morning.
Albert.
How are you?
Better than I deserve, bro. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Thanks. Yeah.
Can we do a top down on USD CAD? All right, let's take a look here on USD CAD. USD CAD. We have USD CAD news coming in here as well. Let's remove all analysis here. Let's take a look on the daily time frame. Daily is coming down straight. We have a wick to fill down over here on the daily time frame. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. 4 hours also trying to break below the support on the 1 hour. Let's take a look at that on the 1 hour time frame. Oh wow, 1 hour broke below the supports here as well. And we have another bigger rejection area down here. Let's take a look on the 30 minute. 30 minutes also coming down. 15 minute. Yeah, I think it's going to be important to wait to see how the news is going to affect USD CAD. That's going to be more important. Because this is in a range now before the news, like a 12-11 pip range. So if we break below the low, I think we can continue down from this point. But so far, we're just ranging on USD CAD.
If anybody's watching gold, don't expect too much in the bullish run. Pay attention for the sell. We're about retesting that support at the break of the previous 15 minutes. So, man, it's gonna be a beautiful move to the downside, to be honest. I'm about to secure 20 pips in this entry right now. But if anybody's in sells, I will say secure some of support. The only thing that I'm saying, you know, secure some profits and look for even more sells below the 1763 is because this 5-minute candle can easily break the previous lows and give you the continuation to the downside. So impulsive entries below that 1763 will be really nice, and you can easily manage risk having a stop loss at least 15 pips on top of on that area. But so far, I should secure sums. It was really easy play, to be honest, after spotting that fake out on the 5 minutes. 5 minute was really nice, and then like we said, this candle tried to break outside, but the body of the candle is closing below this previous area, you know. So should give you the continuation, and from there, only two things will happen now. Another rejection from this area, basically, you know, heavy rejection, or a clean move with the 5-minute candle, and the next one should retest and continuation to the next target down there. Continuation is there. Hourly candle doesn't have a top wick, so it's good. It's good. No volume to the upside. Just wanna grab at least 100 pip on this gold.
Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. So I guess with the next 5-minute breaking below 1764. So you already
see this? Yeah, go ahead.
So
you wanna see? Go ahead.
No.
I'm getting excited about this 5-minute because I wanted the body of the candle closing below the 1764. But go ahead.
No, all I wanted to say, if you got 20 pips, then I guess we have 80 more left.
Yeah, 80 more.
All right. Let's just see how this closes here. Pound yen is also ranging here now. Delicate situation here at this point. Thoughts on IML? International money laundering? I think stay away from international money laundering. Doesn't work.
That's the meaning?
Yeah, that's the meaning. International money laundering.
Wow.
IML. Got that GJ4R barcode facepalm. Yeah, GJ4R are just barcodes at this time. They're just small barcodes. 1R also barcodes, 30-minute barcodes, 15-minute barcodes.
GJ is acting trash lately, man.
Yeah, just garbage. Oof, look at this. Wick down, straight retracement.
Yep.
Let's take a look at this chart over here. Took this sell below the support impulse entry. Oh, nice. You got this sell over here. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm looking for another move below 1763, 1763.50.
What we want to see on gold, basically, it's momentum. And the moment we get momentum, it's going to be a nasty sell-off on gold. We want a 5-minute candle breaking below that area right there.
I've scanned the barcode on gold, and this is what came up. Oh, never gonna give you. All right, all right. GG is almost moving. Your JPY is also coming down to the support. Looks like USD CAD is also coming down to the support we have before the news here in about 25 minutes. Still got a long way to go for the news. So we'll see if we break below this area or not for the news. If you sell gold today, you will cry like a baby later. Ladder. You cry like a baby ladder. I think if the spelling was correct, we would have believed you, but so in March I've been bagging 20 to 30 pips both on gold and GJ, but in April I've only gotten out 15 pips. So my question is, based on the market movements on different months, it makes sense to not leave it running in April? No, you can't really say that for sure. I mean, you know, anything can happen. This April there was no volume, you know. It is what it is. So you just gotta accept that. But I generally, I mean, I'm gonna leave a runner maybe like 40-30% of the time. I'm gonna leave a runner. If I'm having a good week, then I'm gonna always leave a runner. Like, you know, if I'm having a good week, because then I can like really scale in my profits, right? But if I'm like break even or close to break even, then I'm just gonna secure positions and just let it be. Did you hear what Trudeau said about vaccine passports is a big option? Yeah, they'll be normal. Vaccine passports are going to be normal. If you want to visit UK, Dubai, you know, all these tourist countries, you're going to get the vaccine passports. It's going to be very normal. Unless you can get your own boat. I survived April as a new trader and build character. Does that show potential to be successful? Yeah. If you survived April, I think you're good in terms of discipline. April was a hard month, man. Like most trades, I mean, I think 70% of my trades were on gold because pound yen had just no volume at all.
Thank God we're learning how to trade gold, basically, because if not, if we're basically just trading GJ, we'll be like in really big issues. Gold has been acting really nice.
Yeah, exactly. Why can't Canadians sign up to Dominion markets? If your country is not listed, you can choose crypto from that option and continue as normal. What do you think of this paper trade? Let's take a look over here. This is GA buys. Oh, in this range. Yeah, I don't like this paper trade at all because it's in a consolidation over here. We never trade in consolidation. May as well want to trade above this area, but not in this consolidation. You doubled your count this month? Yes, because of gold. Only because of gold. You know, short, quick moves here and there. That's it. Like I've been watching gold and I've been watching Kervin trade gold for a long time. You know, and that gave me a lot of confidence because like in the past I wouldn't trade gold. I would just watch these guys trade gold and like, you know, have profitable trades. And I was just watching, you know, for about, you know, 6-7 months I just watched. And then I started executing on it. Let's see here. Yeah, just consolidating here now. What percent are you using per trade from your account? Around 2%. I would say 2%. Sometimes 1%, but mostly it's 2%.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I hear you.
No, I was just trying the magic keys. Someone asked how do you use the magic keys? Do you still use a journal for your positions? No, not now. Not now. I take 1 to 2 trades a day, and I generally do a recap of all those trades, and that's basically it. I do a very thorough recap on all the trades I take. So That's the way I don't use the journal at all. But let me show you how magic keys work here. So this is, let's say you're MT4, MT5, right? You have magic keys right here. You hit open calc, and if you're looking for buys, you can set your amount where you want. So wherever I move this, right? So it can basically track the percentage at risk, 2%, 2%, 2%, right? There's one button which is going to switch it. Now it's going to be sells. That's going to be buys. I can input risk. Let's say if I want to use 4% risk, I'll hit 4, hit OK, and then this changes to 4 if I increase it more. So the risk won't go over 4%. So you can see it changes the lot sizes here, with the amount over here as well. So like, once you execute, you can really like, manage your positions through this as well. It's pretty sick. But I use static lots though. I use static lots and then I use magic keys to manage my trade. What's the shortcut for risk percentage change? Well, if you look at your magic keys, it's going to say input risk. So you just press input risk. So yeah, so we're going to be shipping them in about today and tomorrow. This whole week, we're just shipping magic keys this whole week. Okay, yeah, we're still ranging over here. USD CAD is also coming down. What I don't understand, again, why are they looking at good retail sales data for CAD when everything is closed? This is what I don't logically understand. It makes no sense. Malls are closed. Malls are closed for an indefinite period. I think it's going to be bad. Right here, I think it's going to be bad news. Online sales, I don't know. Online sales and retail sales are different. I don't know. We'll see. Is there a video of tutorial on magic keys? Yes, you go to YouTube and then you search magic keys and you're going to see a bunch of tutorial videos. I followed the two trades but still lost 20 pips. My entries are so shit. How can I improve on this? Well, look at your entries and look to where you wanted to have your entries. And if your entry wasn't where you wanted them, try to justify yourself. How could you have had your entries there? Because the same scenario is going to happen over and over again. And unless you don't look over your losses to see where you could have had your entries, it's going to be very difficult to get better at that.
Hey, good morning, Roger.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Good, good. Just a quick question. So if you take an accidental trade, do you count that as in you want to do 2 trades a day?
Well, depends if you close that trade ASAP.
Okay, so if you close it right away, then yes. Then if you keep it going, then it's a trade, right?
Yeah, like it's up to your rules, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, makes sense. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. If I take an accidental trade, I close it ASAP.
Yeah, because that's what happened with me. I was looking for the GG sells before like around 7:30. So I was waiting for it to break the support, and I accidentally pressed the button and ended up in the trade, and I closed it right away. That's why I just wanted to make sure that I did it. It doesn't count.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, thanks.
When you close your trade on MT5 on your computer, there's a pop-up coming. How do you close that pop-up? On that pop-up at the bottom, it's going to have a check mark, which will say never display that again. So you just click that. Okay, executed the sells as candle breaks the previous bullish low. Hit stop loss. Oh, okay. I think you could have closed 50% when this candle closed bullish, right? Yeah, that's the only thing I can see here. Oh boy, gold is moving down over here again. See if we're going to break below 1763 at 8:30.
Hello, Kevin.
Hey, man.
Yeah, the last 15 minutes candle.
Yes.
He made the top wick on the 4 hour to continue down, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember, we're basically still rejecting the previous 4 hour resistance. So anything, like I said, anything trading below the 1770 will be screaming sells on gold. But
Okay.
that doesn't mean that you will be taking, random sells without knowing where is going to be your stop loss. I
Yeah.
mean, the current structure on the lower time frames, and this is the stuff that I use, it's basically based on the 5 minutes. So if you
Okay.
start, if you look at the 5 minute structure, you will find out that this area, the 1766.70, is
Yeah.
acting as a resistance so far. So basically, the previous 5 minute candle, which was the bullish one,
Yes.
rejected that area 1766, 1767 basically. So what you want to see on gold in right now in real life is going to be that this the previous 5 minute candle bullish is being
Yes.
respected. Now anything trading above that 5 minute candle bullish, then this can be an easy liquidity grab for the hourly candle to drive price toward the 1770. We don't know that yet. The only thing that I know is the moment this 5 minute candle body closing below the 1764 is
Yeah.
gonna give me another $5 or $4 move toward the 1760 basically. But
Okay.
the only reason that this trade will not play out is if I have anything breaking above the bullish candle on the 5 minute, which is the one at 1767, and that's pretty much it. It's simple. There's there's nothing crazy behind it. It's just a simple price action. That's your the bullish candle is basically the one that tried to create a new high, but
Yes.
it is now is getting broken to the downside. I think Raj is taking the trade. That's why he's not here. But the 5 minute, if you go, if anybody can go to the 5 minute, basically you want to see this candle, the one is forming right now. There's only 1 minute for this candle to close. You want to see this candle closing below the 1764.40 basically. If the body of the candle close below that area, then the next candle can give you an easy continuation to the downside, and respecting the 50% of the current candle. By that 50%, you will need to see how big is this 5 minute candle. So far, what I have on my 5 minute candle is it's 20 pips, so anything breaking below that candle, you need to you got to know that the current one, the one that just opened right now, should
Yes.
not exceed the 50% of this candle. Look, it's pulling all the way back to to retest that high on the previous 5 minute candle. But this candle, if it's breaking above the bearish one, then it's liquidity graph to give you a continuation at least to retest 1770, but we need a closing now. The body of the candle on the 5 minutes still closing, above that 1765 basically. So if you don't have a 5 minute candle closing below 1774, 1764, then you need to wait a little bit more for the continuation of this move. We're basically respecting support on the lower time frames. This is only 820. So let's see how the 30-minute candle close, because this is the second rejection that we have from this level right here. This is the second rejection. Right now, we came this area, pre-New Year session. We're trading New Year session now, so anything breaking above this level, you have this target, really easy target, and the ultimate target will be something over here to be respected before the continuation. But you need to wait. Now you will need to wait, because the 5 minute candle that closed right now, it closed
above there.
bearish, but this is engulfing the previous one. So it's it's really a waiting game.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and basically all you need if you want to continue looking for sells on gold, like short term right now, for the last 30 minutes of the hourly candle with 830 to 9, will be this high to be respected. This resistance needs to be respected. If we get anything breaking above and a candle closing above that level, something, if you have anything closing like that, then you may get a retest, and the continuation is there to retest that high over there. But if the price is respecting this area, then you know that the resistance is holding strong for the New Year session. So
Okay.
that's basically it.
Thank you.
Yeah, but this is the second rejection from that area right here. It's not the second; it's the third rejection.
Wow, gold is just doing the same thing it did yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. Be interesting if we wait for the last 30 minutes of the 4-hour candle from 8:30 to 9 and see what's gonna happen there.
Yeah. Take a look. Oh, USD CAD is breaking down now. I think it should continue down with the retail sales data. I just don't believe the retail sales data would be as good as they think it would be. Today we have FOMC. Yes, you go to Forex Factory, you see right over here we have FOMC today. Federal funds rate, and then press conference at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Live at the FOMC TV. Just gotta wait. All right. Watching your videos from past 3 months and not able to be profitable. Please suggest something. Education. Get yourself some proper education. Get yourself a mentor. I think that's the one thing I can say right now. Because I think the streams should be enough to be a little bit profitable if given the time and patience and, discipline. Can you nominate Kervin to host FOMC? Kervin has been nominated. Perfect.
Oh yeah, right.
Well, there goes your nomination. He's like, yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Thank you. No, nobody should be trading FOMC, the interest rate.
No, man, come on. It's a lot of money. Yeah, it's a very it can turn into a delicate situation really quick.
Oh yeah.
Got a Japan holiday too? Yes. Yeah, Asian session is going to be, I don't know. We'll see how the Japanese Asian session reacts to the interest rates. I have a risk management idea that allows exponential profits and protects gains. How could I run it by you? You can send an email that allows exponential profits and protects gains. I think that's where everyone wants to be, right? To make exponential profits and to protect the gains. That's the dream come true.
Hey, Roger, quick question.
Hey, man.
So on gold, is the safest sell under the wick around 1760.30?
I would say so. Yeah. Yeah, because now this area has proven to be a rejection area. Prices came down here once, twice, 3 times and just rejected.
So with that being said, when you calculate stop loss and all, is it usually just back within the range?
Yeah, I mean, it's also above a candle too, which is breaking, right? So let's say you have a candle that starts breaking below this area, then usually the stop is going to be above this candle.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think I was kind of more so thinking, say, if a candle had a lot of momentum coming down, then it's kind of hard to calculate the stop loss then. But it's pretty easy when a candle does form the way you said. But if a candle has a lot of momentum coming down, that's where it kind of messes me up.
Yeah, I would have it in the range at that point. Yeah, I would have it in the range. Also, anticipating that price doesn't go back in the range to retrace and just continues dropping if it has a lot of volume.
Exactly. I see you're quick to cut your losses when price starts going against you, especially with gold.
Yeah. Yeah, ASAP, just get out of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Would you consider this to be a risky trade in the range? Let's take a look over here. Pound yen. Yeah, I would say this is a risky trade in the range. I'd say this is borderline forcing a trade. And even if you measure the range at this point, This is like a 8, 9. Yeah, it's no. Just wait. Wait for the range to break so you have clean traffic going down and clean traffic going up. All you got to do is just wait. I have KOT, Forex, and Dominion markets. The spread is better on Dominion Market Pro account. Yeah, I think we have better spreads because we use MetaTrader 5 as a main platform. Trust me, if you guys haven't used MetaTrader 5, go open a pro demo account on MetaTrader 5 and you see the difference. What's this here? Oh yeah, core retail sales. All right, let's take a look at this. Pound yen, no trade zone. Buys above here, sells below here. Nice. We have news coming in about 3 minutes. Do you guys have cent accounts? No. What would you look for in NYSE? The same idea that I'm looking for here. Break above this area or break below this area. What do you look for London close? Same idea. Break below this area or break above this area here. Because if we're ranging, we're just basically ranging. Please make some learning videos such that simulation stream. There are a lot of simulations on my YouTube channel. 2.5 pips on Dominion markets on gold, on GJ, on gold or GJ. Oh yeah, gold spread is high. Gold spread is high. Like you look everywhere, it's about like 2 pips, around 2 pips. Because there's a lot of volume in gold. That's why. When the volume gets bigger, then the spread also increases a little bit. Oh wow, look at that.
10 people on gold.
Nice. We're coming down over here. What's the name of your YouTube channel? It's called The Wicks Don't Lie. Uh-oh.
There you go.
I'm going to keep an eye on USD CAD over here for the news and gold for it to break below 1763, let's say 50. 1763.50 for the downside, and let's see here. What's the difference between a demo account and a simulator? Well, it's just 2 words of the English language, man. Oh, there we go. 1763.50. From this point, it should at least continue till 61, 62. This was a 1 second trade on gold. Yeah, it went really, really quick at this time. Really quick. All right, let's take a look at the numbers over here on USD CAD. Oh wow, they're high numbers. Damn. Crazy. This doesn't make any sense. All retail sales are closed. Did you take the sell on gold? No, I didn't. It was too fast. It moved really, really, really fast. The spreads also went up, so there was no way I could have taken that. Can you stay more on GJ 30 minute? Oh wow, damn. Straight rejection. And most of it, I'm gonna contribute this to the FOMC coming on later. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough. I mean, this is like, if you're getting slapped around in gold, man, I feel for you because this is extremely tough right now. USD CAD is still ranging here. Pound yen is still also ranging at this time. Sometimes you just got to be glad that you didn't execute in a trade. Oh, so I guess retail sales also means online sales too. Okay. If you trade the range in gold, you deserve it. Yes. Fed interest rate decision is today. Yes. Yes. What do you mean the spread went up? It means the spread went up. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. GA, candle closed in the range, okay. Enter at the break of the previous candle, okay. What happened? Are you in the trade? Have you reduced risk because of this rejection at the bottom? You know, I would have reduced my risk once we rejected at the bottom here. I should be glad after joining market fluidity. By now I'd be crying in drawdown. Oh. Yeah, you got to be very, very, very patient. You know, I'm totally okay with missing out on trades rather than being in a trade and fearing a loss. You know, I'm very comfortable in missing trades. You know, I'd rather miss a trade than be in a trade not knowing whether it's gonna go in my favor or not. Kerwin is looking at the chart like the narcos.
Yeah, paying close attention to this liquidity graph on the hourly candle.
Yeah, man. It's a major liquidity grab over here. It's a huge rejection zone on the 4-hour as well.
Yes. Yes. In the last 30 minutes for the 4-hour, you know, I'm basically just looking for a sell-off of gold. Instead of that, we're getting that liquidity grab on the hourly candle. So I wonder how far can we go if this hourly start turning bullish? Of the 1766, about the 1767.
I want a mentor. Will I get one when I join Market Fluidity? Yes, a mentor is going to be shipped out to you via DHL. You can keep him on the bookshelf or wherever you want to keep him. All right, let's take a look at this idea here. An idea on impulse entries. Do you agree with this? Oh yeah, I agree with this. This happened yesterday. Only need to be done during high volume sessions. Yes. This, I can show you exactly where I took this buy. Right over here. It was on the 15-minute time frame too. I took this buy right here as we broke above the highs at this point. 150,800. Price went up. So that was an impulse entry.
Let me calm down now.
Your JPY is also ranging here. Damn.
Yes.
Albert is looking for sales on gold. Or you holding Jack down?
I'm looking for sale.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for the 5 minutes, yeah, to see how it will.
Okay.
It will play. You are feeling me, yeah?
Yeah.
If it can reject this soon, it will be great.
All right, volume for London close. Does it typically start 1 to 1.5 hours before? Yeah, that volume, it goes from like NYSE, 9:30 a.m. Eastern till like 11 a.m. You know, so you gotta. So if you're looking at volume for London close, you have to watch that time for maybe a month and a half to really understand how that volume works. Sometimes it comes in the first hour of that 10 a.m. candle, sometimes in the last half hour. So it's not a very short way to say that, okay, at what exactly time is going to come out. Is COT data important when analyzing currencies? No, I don't look at COT data at all. I'm closing charts. Nice, very nice. That's the best thing you can do at this point. What do you think about putting alerts at support resistances of ranges? Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, if you put alerts and price goes through that zone and you're away from your PC or laptop, whatever, and yeah, I think that's a good idea. I mean, if we do break above 151, 280 on GJ, we can look at 151, 430, 450. We got to break above that area. Pound yen has just been in this range since yesterday. When somebody asks you what do you mean when spread went up, you answer the way you did. Don't answer if you know you will not answer. Don't read it. I can answer however I want on the live streams, man. Don't complain on free live stream. You want to complain? Go send an email. All complaints should be sent to complaints@marketfluidity.com. Someone's going to get back to you. Let's see here. What made you get back when you lost 150,000? Nothing, because it wasn't my fault. Quadriga. It was all Quadriga's fault. They stole the money, but then I had to pay people back too. I think if you see gold now, we can see that the previous 30-minute candle closed with no wick. There is no point. There was no point in entering those cells. I think you spoke about this a lot in the Impulse Entries 3.0. Yes. And also, when price moved in the first, 2 minutes, 1 minute, then that's also the point where you're going to say, okay, it's moved way too fast, way too quick, way too early. So that's where people get stuck because they get excited about price moving too fast and they execute on it, and that almost all the time turns against you. So that's also FOMO too. The market entices you to take a trade because it's moving too fast. Just joined the stream. When are the magic keys being sent out? Today and tomorrow. This whole week we're mailing out magic keys to everybody. We have about 800 orders to fulfill, and we hired a person to do that. So because of all your help, we have now employed someone. We created a job here today, man. There's a job being created just because of you guys. Soon we're going to be the Amazon of Forex. All right, let's take a look at this over here. Now gold is trying to move up. Are you paying that guy 60,000 a year for packing magic keys? No, we're paying him 25 cents per pack. 25 cents per package. So you can do the math. He's making some good money here. I lost $80 million today. Oh. Beautiful.
What a guy.
I think he meant $80.
Yeah, I think he meant $80.
Sahur, that hourly candle grab liquidity. Where do you think we can go?
If I'm looking for a trade on gold at this point, I'm probably looking for a buy above 1772.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like, if you get a close within this area, then I think we can continue till 1770. Brazil wants to buy Magic Keys, but today was a loss. Oh. Or you can trade with Dominion Markets and get the Magic Keys through commissions. You pay commissions either way, so might as well use them. Man, since these incentives started, we sent out 11 Magic Keys so far. 11 Magic Keys. For people who wouldn't be able to buy Magic Keys, they just used their commissions to buy Magic Keys. Let's see here. Best book for scalping. There's no such book for scalping. You need to look at the markets. How much money has everyone lost in Forex career? I think that's irrelevant on how much money has people lost. Oh, someone lost 300 euros. I wish I lost only 300 euros. In the beginning, I lost $200. How long is the Magic Key incentive going to be around? It's going to be around. It's going to be around. It's still on. I can easily take 10 to 20 pips, but because I have a small account, I don't get satisfied with the monetary value. Yeah, that's a problem. So the next trade is always a bigger in size and wipes out all the profit. Yeah, you got to get comfortable in the grind. It's a constant grind. It's a grind. That's what it is. I mean, you're scalping like, you're making $1-2 a day. The next day you're making $2-3 a day. So if let's say the first 3 weeks you're making $1 or $2 a day, maybe 3 months from now, instead of making $2-3 a day, you start making $5 or $6 a day. Then maybe 6 months from then you end up making, let's say, $10-15 a day. And then maybe at the end of the year you start making $40-50 a day. Right? It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be a quick process at all. Man, if you look at my history, I was doing 10-cent lots, like 10-cent lots, 20-cent lots. I was making like $50 a day, $40 a day. That slowly grew on. Like if you look at from 2 years from now, 2 years back, I was doing one lots, 50-cent lots, making like 200 a day, 300 a day, because I had like a $2,000 account or $3,000-4,000 account. And now it took me like a year and a half to 2 years to pump it up to 20 lots. So it just took time. So if you have a smaller account and you're like, you don't want to grind, it's not going to work. Because every time you break that grind and you up your risk, you up your risk appetite to make more money, there's a very high % chance you're going to lose all the profits you had, all the profits you grinded. So you gotta love the grind. You can't succeed without the love for the grind. Right? Like I used to work door to door, 1 month, no sales, 0 sales for 1 month. But I kept on grinding. You keep on grinding, you will see results. Because when you grind, that's where your character is being built. Your personality is developed during that grind. Because grinding is like you're carving yourself into a much stronger, I would say your trading personality develops 100% more once you start grinding those small amounts. Because a lot of guys say, hey man, it's easy for you to do 10 pips because your lot sizes are big. No one would even talk to me when I was grinding 10 pips on 10 cents. No one was there. Everyone's like, oh yeah, he's just doing 10 cents. 2 years from now, I'm doing 10 lots, 20 lots. So you gotta love the grind. Without the grind, you're never gonna make it in life. That's facts. You can look at people around you.
That's true, man. That's true. I was like 3 months ago, I was doing $5 a day. Everybody was laughing. And now I'm at like $70 a day. So it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Man, some people work 8-9 hours to make $70-80 a day.
Oh, word up, yeah.
You can do that in like an hour, 30 minutes, $70. Man, you're ahead of the curve.
Yeah, that's what I do. I come here with you, and then I go to the mall and buy sneakers and sell everything online.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you go to the Nike outlet, and it's crazy, man. It's just crazy.
Wait. So you go to Nike outlet, and then you buy the sneakers and sell them online?
Yeah, whatever's on sale. Like you buy them, and then like we do like The Chinese people, they taught me, and they do like some stuff online, and then we just sell it on Goat.com, StockX. It's pretty weird. It's pretty crazy. It's crazy though.
That's a grind right there.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like I got to be at the mall before 11 in the morning in Jersey.
Oh, okay,
East Coast time. So like it's perfect. It's perfect.
Nice. So you buy the sneakers on sale and then you just flip them online.
Yeah. Yeah, you like I pick them up. If you make 25, 30 buck profit on them, then I'll grab them up. If not, I'll just leave it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Cool. It keeps the mind busy. It's really it. You're not gonna be rich. It just keeps the mind busy.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's a true hustler mentality right there.
Yeah, man.
I'm a hustler.
I'm a hustler. Yeah, Gigi's just been finesse central here. Gold also been finesse central. I heard you're opening a trading floor in Pakistan. No, you heard wrong. I sent the risk management idea to your email. Thank you. I'll take a look at that later on. Mr. Santi Swenti, however you say that last name. Let's take a look at this chart over here from the Gulag. This is USD JPY. I'm looking for buys above 109.100. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Also understand that you have a minor support area right here. You have another support area right here. Below this area, you have clean candles coming down. And also we have FOMC. So if price starts ranging in this vicinity here, then just, you know, it's maybe because of FOMC. So you may have to wait for that high volatile news event to come in. I used to sell drugs in high school. Oh, nice. I did that to buy my first car.
ETA is gonna be at your door. Keep that to yourself.
No, because what happened was I used to become I wanted to become a cop, right? So I wanted to become a cop, and I passed everything: physical test, cognitive test, everything I passed. The only thing I needed was volunteer experience, and I didn't have volunteer experience. And they said, well, sorry, buddy, we can't even look at your application. I'm like, well, fuck, now what? And I need to make money. I was working a security job at eBay, and I was the security supervisor there. And then I said, okay, well, the next best thing to do is so I went to Google, and I wrote high paying jobs without a degree. High paying jobs without a degree. And I get over here. I think one of the jobs was working on the oil rigs. It's not over here anymore, but that was one of the jobs. And I was like, okay, so I need a car when I go out to Alberta, because I couldn't drive my current car because it was a piece of shit. So I got the plane ticket. I flew over there, and before I flew over there, I needed $1,000. I needed $1,000 to buy the car, and I did what I had to do. And I went to Alberta. I bought that car, and I drove it all over Saskatchewan, all over Alberta, and yeah, started working, man. Started making money. Started working on the oil rigs. It was a grind. Yeah, you know, so had the best intentions.
Yeah, it makes you appreciate more, man. Makes you appreciate everything.
And then 4 years later, they made marijuana legal. Now you can have 150 kilos in your home and no one's going to bat an eye about it. Yeah, legally. But if it's more than that, then you're in trouble.
In Jersey, we can walk around with 6 ounces of weed. Like, doesn't make sense. It's pretty good though.
All right.
That's 150 kilos. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. You need a big room to store it anyway.
Yeah.
Will you do live streaming as long as you are on this planet? Yeah, I mean, you know, we'll see. We've been doing it for a long time now, and I really enjoy it. So, you know, why stop? This is crazy how much value you provide to us. I'm eternally grateful for that. Shout out to all the guys in the Zoom, especially to Kervin. Hey, shout out to Kervin.
All right, thank you, thank you. It's a pleasure.
Zareen Khan, please help. Hello, I'm new. Hello, please help. That's like someone in the crowd saying, please help. Help with what? Drawdown, trade, losses, wins. Have you shipped a magic key to Pakistan before? Yes. Yeah, I worked as a security. I used to work as a bouncer too. Oil rigs. Oil rigs was the best job I ever had. Amazing, amazing job. I'm still trying to see where I saw that. 13 high-paying jobs in Canada without a degree. Library assistant. Home support worker. Live-in caregiver. Heavy equipment operator. Dump truck driver. School bus driver. What? School bus driver. Yeah, oil rig technician. This was it. Oil rig technician. I saw $32 an hour. I'm like, oh, perfect. $32. And then this is what I did. I went to indeed.ca. And over here, yeah, roughneck jobs right here. Wow, look at this. 64,000, 79,000 a year. Roughneck, direct man. Drayton Valley, Alberta. Salary. But this is a low end because this is if you're working 44 hours a week. You're generally working 90 hours a week. So you get overtime too. Oh yeah, man. You get crazy overtime. All right, guys, I'm going to head off over here. I think the next volume is going to come in the next hour, you know, close to NYSE, almost like 30 minutes, 25 minutes. So we'll see if we break down or we break up. So take care, everybody. Have a good day.
All right, Roger.
Yeah. Thank you, Raja.
Peace out.
Peace out, brother.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Cats in the cradle in the silver spoon. All right, monkeys.